Now I'm going to show you how to connect the Rode microphone and radio mic at the same time. So you have Rode microphone on one channel and then a radio mic on the other channel. But before we're going to do that, we need to switch the camera on. So we're going to go to camera mode. So at the moment we can see that we're getting some sound. It's because the settings of the sound are changed to internal microphones. So at the moment we're getting the signal from those two microphones in the front. We're going to change it, so we're going to use external XLR inputs. Okay, if you cannot see the information on your screen, it's probably because you have the display switched off. And to switch it on, you have to press number 17. So there is this number 17, and basically if you keep switching it, you'll be able to actually either switch the information off or on. I'm going to leave it on so we can actually see that there is some sound levels coming into the camera. Okay, let's prepare the radio mic. So some of you are going to work with radio mics. So inside you're going to get receiver and transmitter. The difference between transmitter and receiver is that receiver stays with a camera, and transmitter stays with a person who is actually using it or talking to it. So let's focus on the transmitter. Okay, so there, as you can see, there is a microphone connected to the unit. Okay, and to switch it on, you'll have to press the button on the left side. So hold. Okay, now you can see the battery level, and you can see information about the radio signal that this transmitter is using. Okay, at the back there should be a number, and make sure that these numbers match between the transmitter and receiver. Yeah. Okay, and this one, now I'm going to show you the receiver. The receiver's got the XLR cable that you'll be able to plug into the camera. So again, I'm going to switch it on. The information on those two displays should be similar. So now I'm going to attach this unit, the receiver, on the top of the handle, and there is a wheel here to secure the radio mic receiver. So I'm using the hot shoe attached on the top of the grip. So I'm going to plug this in. What I usually would recommend, if you're not using the microphone on the top of it, just feed the cable via this hole here, so it's not going to end up in front of your lens. Okay, and I'm going to put it into XLR input 1. So channel 1. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to go through the settings. So that's what I'm going to do. So we're using channel 1, and at the moment it's set into internal, so we need to change it to external. Okay, so now it's external. Then next we have line, microphone, and mic plus 48. This microphone, the radio mic, it's got its own batteries. That's why it doesn't need extra additional power, so we can leave it on the mic. So I'm going to press it to the mic, and then we're going to put it as automatic, so the sound adjusts itself. So as you can see here, we have two channels on a representation of the volume for two channels. At the moment we have channel 1, which is connected to this radio mic. So if I speak close to it, you can see it actually reached the red dot, which means that its volume is too high. So I'm going to change it to manual, and I'm going to reduce it from 7, let's go to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now as you can see, the sound is not hitting the red dot. So what I did, just going step by step, I make sure that the receiver and the transmitter have the same number. So basically they work on the same radio signal. Then I've connected the receiver with the input 1. I've changed on the amplifier here, I have channel 1 to external, which is basically using the XLR input. Then I've changed from line, I changed it to microphone. I'm not using mic plus 48, which is with a phantom power, because there is a battery in it already. And it's up to you. You can either use automatic or manual feature for controlling the sound levels. If you're doing documentary and you're following someone, I would leave it on automatic. If you're in a controlled environment and you can adjust it, then leave it on as a manual. Okay, so we have this microphone connected. As you can see, the levels are moving here. And now we're going to add the Rode microphone. So I'm using the Rode microphone connected to XLR cable. Okay. So let's plug it to the second channel. Okay. Okay, it's here. And now let's see what we can do to change it. So first of all, as you can see, it's changed to internal microphone. So it means that actually it's not this microphone that it's connecting the sound, that it's getting the sound, it's the microphone on the front. Some of you will make that mistake, that you will see that actually the levels are moving on a screen, but you're not getting the sound from the microphone, from the external microphone, you're getting the sound from internal. That's why double check here on the front if your settings are set to external instead of internal. The good advice for you to check if actually your internal microphone is on is that you can gently with your nail just to kind of go through the microphone. It's moving, and with the Rode microphone you do it on the side. So as you can see, I'm moving along the way the microphone, but there is no representation of this sound on the camera. Yeah, which means that basically we're getting the sound from this. So we need to change it to external, and you do it, so it's channel 2, we go into external. This microphone requires phantom power. That's where we'll need to change it from mic to mic plus 48 volt. Okay, and now you can see we're getting some levels. It's probably from this microphone. Let's try it out. Yeah, as you can see, we got a representation of the sound. Let's check the front again. Yeah, so now the signal is coming from this microphone onto channel 2, and from this radio mic onto channel 1. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then you can adjust the levels between those two microphones as you like it. As I said, you can keep them as a manual, and then you can adjust the volume with those two wheels, or you can keep it as automatic, and the camera is going to choose the highest point of the sound, and it's going to adjust to it. Yeah, so that's it about connecting the radio mic and Rode microphone into this camera.